Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Actually, it is going to be a beautiful day. It's only supposed to be 87. Yesterday was 101.
Ooh, hot, hot, hot.
And humid. And humid. It was like, no, I'm not going outside unless I have to.
It has been very humid here lately too. Like it's so funny because when we're outside, I don't realize it quite as much. But then when I come inside, I'm like, oh, I can breathe because of the air conditioner and the dehumidifier. It just takes all of that humidity out. And I'm like, I didn't realize that I couldn't breathe until I was inside.
And could breathe.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I hear you there.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to the Wellness Wake Up Weekly. And for those of you who are just tuning in, first of all, be sure to say hello. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from and if you're having hot and humid weather today. But also today we are talking about something that's super important, especially for all of us ladies, and it's how to keep your sanity and inner peace through busy, chaotic seasons of life. And unfortunately, I feel like most people have busy, chaotic seasons of life, more seasons than not. And
Yeah.
so, this is a really, really important topic to talk about. So, before Christine and I introduce ourselves, for those of you tuning in who have not seen our faces before, who do not know who we are, I'd like for you to quickly answer a few questions. First of all, have you ever looked at your calendar and immediately felt stressed? Have you ever climbed into bed at night wondering where the day went and how you didn't get everything done? And then you're constantly thinking about all of the what ifs and what do you have to do the next day and all of that. Have you ever had that happen?
Oh, yes.
And also, have you ever been constantly like reactive to different things that are happening around you instead of actually like enjoying your day and living your life? So if any of those are a yes, drop a yes in the comments. All right. Now, while you are thinking about those things and dropping a yes, Christine, go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I am Christine Lunsford and I live in, I have papers sliding off of my all over my desk. It was an avalanche. Anyway, I am in North Central Arkansas and I am an Empower You coach, which encompasses a lot of different things. I teach at the college. I am an author, and recently I accepted position of president of the Ozark chapter of the Rich Girl Network. So many exciting things happening, and also getting ready to, I'm this close to being able to do hair analysis again.
So cool.
That was
That is
kind of announced this morning, and I went, oh yeah. And I'm a Jack Russell mama. I got 4 Jack Russells. So if anybody out there has a Jack Russell, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see pictures. Go ahead, post pictures.
just drop a
Or
comment with all
just
of
drop
your
a
fur
comment.
baby pictures. We all
Yes,
want to
because
see your fur babies.
well, let's see. Between the two of us, let's see. Our property here, we have 9 dogs and 5 hens, a rooster, and 3 baby chicks. So if you're a chicken mama, you can post your chicken babies.
They're
And
so
then
cute.
Carrie Marie's going to talk about her babies also. So yes, we're fur baby. We love
Yes.
all the fur babies,
Yes.
even the little babies that actually run around on 2 legs. We love them too. But
I
so
know.
yes.
All
Oh,
the
and I
babies.
am married to my sweetheart, so can't forget him.
Yes,
He's pretty
definitely.
important. He's pretty important.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, Carrie Marie, tell us about you.
All right. Well, I am Carrie Marie Vaughn, and I am located in upstate New York, meaning the Adirondack foothills. And I am married to my high school sweetheart. We have 3 adult children and 3 cats of our own. Plus, we have 4 grandkitties and a grand dog. And our oldest daughter is about to get a cat probably next week. And so I'm so excited to welcome another grandkitty. This one's going to be fully across the country. She lives in California, but it just means that I will have to go visit more often because it's long overdue. Um,
Mhm.
I am an Unstickify Your Life coach, which means that I help you to get unstuck in different areas of your life. And I do that through many different tools and techniques and resources. And one of them being the Stuck Point quiz. That's free. You can go on and take the Stuck Point quiz by going to stuckpointquiz.com, exactly what it is. And it only takes 5 minutes to take the quiz and see if you might be having things that are holding you back in different areas of your life. But I also am running my own chapter of the Rich Girl Network
Mhm.
as well, which is also helping women to get unstuck in different areas of their lives and to step into the identity of the woman who they really want to be. So I'm loving that, and I'm loving all of the other things that I do too. I won't go on and on, but yes, definitely. And we could go on and on about fur babies too. But if you have any,
Oh, yes.
drop a comment and let us know. We want to know.
Yes, we wanna see pictures. I mean, right now, I've got one that's asleep right there, one that's asleep right there, and the other 2 are in the other room, and I
I
locked them
actually
out.
surprisingly don't have any in here, which is weird because usually the moment I turn on like a video thing, I have at least Alani in here. She loves to join me for things like that, but I don't know where they are. They must be fast asleep somewhere.
Even they're resting in the heat.
Yes,
Um,
exactly. But so today we had asked you some questions in the beginning. So if any of those things are things that you've experienced before, you would have dropped a yes. And first of all, life isn't going to just slow down for you. Life
no.
is pretty much going to be throwing things at you all the time. That is life. And the thing is though is that we can continue to live life in this state of like busy, chaotic stress mode, or we can learn how to respond differently when things get busy so that we don't stress ourselves out, so that we're not living in this constant state of chaos and stress. So that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about today.
That
I'm
and
excited.
I wanna share, because I don't know that they realize that we a lot of times our topics are because we're dealing with it. We are
Yes.
in that space. So last week was launch week for both of our chapters.
Mhm.
Tori Marie is also the brains behind all of us chapter presidents. I mean, so she's handling that plus her own stuff. And Monday, launch day, it was like a bomb went off in everybody's life. And I went, holy cow, we're doing great things because somebody's trying to stop us. So that's what prompted this, because
Mhm.
we have grown over the years. This is a practice. We do this all the time. And I don't know about you, but I was kind of shocked at how non-reactive I was. I responded, but I didn't react. And there's a
Yeah,
difference.
there is
So
a difference.
yes. So that's what prompted this. So, yes, life gets busy. Unexpected things happen. Our meeting last Monday got completely shifted because unexpected things happened. So, this
Mhm.
is real life for us.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is that we bring you topics that either people that we're working with directly or those of you who are watching on here, let us know these are the things that we want to learn more about. But most of the things are things that Christine and I are going through, just like she said.
Mhm.
We're going through them either right now or we have in our past
In the
versions of
past,
ourselves, and we want to bring you things that have worked for us. That way, you're not having to spin the wheel, start from scratch. You are learning from our experiences and from what we've learned. We are nerds when it comes to researching things. We want to know the ins and outs of everything, and so we're going to research it even more because it's like, okay, well, why do we do this? Why do we respond like this? Or why does our body feel like this or whatever? And so we're going to research it, and we bring this research and our experiences to you so that you take a little shortcut and you don't have to deal with it.
absolutely. And here's the thing, the goal isn't to eliminate chaos, because if you figured that out, please put it in the comments. The rest of us want to know. It is learning how to stay grounded while you're in the middle of the storm.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So if you're tuning in, I'd love to know from you, and actually, Christine and I can answer it as well. So, what tends to throw your day off the fastest? Is it like an unexpected phone call or text that comes in, or running behind? Like just one little thing got you behind on schedule. And so the whole rest of your day, you're running behind. Or maybe there's family conflict going on, or maybe you're having technology problems. We can all relate to that,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Changes in plans, things change unexpectedly. So I'd like to know what one of those things or something else tends to throw your day off the fastest? Like the moment it happens, you're just like, I can't even do life right now. Things are too crazy.
Mhm. For me, it is if I have a bad night's sleep, it throws off I mean, it just completely throws off the day. And the technology. Like, my brain goes, "Okay, I can go do this, and I can have it done in an hour, and then 6 hours later, I still don't have it fixed," because that's not my forte. And part of that is perfectionism, I think. Part of that is simply not knowing how to do it. But yes,
Mhm.
those 2 things, lack of sleep and technology, can definitely
Yeah,
throw me
lack of
off.
sleep definitely does a number to me, and I used to get so stressed out about technology problems. I mean, my entire business and even my past jobs have required the internet and
Mhm.
technology to work. And it used to throw me so off. I would get so mad, upset. I would be like, in panic mode because the internet wouldn't be working
Mhm.
right, or my computer wouldn't be working, or a program that I was using wouldn't be working right. And I realized, you know what? This is out of my
Yeah.
control. And so what I have done, what I learned to do so that it wouldn't completely throw me off is I literally will just walk away from it and go take a walk outside because it calms me to be outside, and I am like, I can't do anything about this situation right
Yes.
now. And some of the times I will make a phone call because if it is something to do with the internet or something like that, maybe I'll do a little troubleshooting first. But if I can't figure something out and if I can't get the help that I need right away, I'm like, well, it'll all work out eventually. I'm just going to step away from it right now and take a deep breath because I can't stress myself out over something that's out of my control. That took a lot of time to learn how to do that and a lot of practice because I could fall into that getting stressed out about the technology
Oh,
problems because it's our life revolves around technology, which sometimes I'm like, I see we have some Amish families that live in the area, and I'm just like, I wonder what that would be like to not at all ever have to rely on technology.
yes. So, basically what I hear you saying, Karen Marie, is that you went from the mindset of, "Why is this happening to me?" or "Why does this keep happening?" So now you pause and go, "Okay, what can I control?" And then
Mhm.
once you can figure
Yep.
that, like, if you have to make the phone call, you make the phone call, and then you just pause and say,
Yeah.
"Okay, I can't control the rest of it. I get to release this and do what I can do and not carry the
Yep.
rest."
Yeah. Yeah, and having that almost like surrender moment of like, God, it's up to you. Like
It's all
you do your
yours.
thing because it's out of my hands, that kind of thing. For me, I think that what really tends to throw me off a little bit is like if there is any kind of family conflict, and not really conflict, I should say, but more of like if there's something going on with my kids or with my husband or something like that, if there's something going on in our lives, that is like on my mind and running in my mind. And so it doesn't allow me to be present in the moment and really like go through the day as I would like to because I'm constantly thinking about this thing and I want to fix everything. I want to
Yes.
be the fixer. I want to make everybody feel good. I want to take away the kids' problems. I want, like all of that stuff. But of course, my kids are adults and they're going to have to figure things out on their own. And my husband's a grown adult. He can figure things out on his own. But sometimes when there is stuff going on, that does definitely throw me off and it's hard to kick it because even though I know it's out of my control, that is definitely one of the things that
I
still
think
throws me
every
off a bit.
mother out there can relate to that.
Yeah.
Even if, like me, I didn't actually give birth to any children, but I have children. If there was a crisis going on in their life, it's gonna be on my mind.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But it is one of those things we have to constantly keep reminding ourselves, like, what's in our control versus what's out of our
yes.
control, and focus on the things that we can control in the moment rather than because I think that especially too, we're worriers. We're, us as women and especially
Mhm.
moms, we are worriers. And sometimes we worry about things that are not actually worth worrying about,
Very true.
like all of the what ifs. And that can cause our life to feel more busy and chaotic than it actually even is because we're in our own mind. Like we're just thinking through all these scenarios of the what if.
Yes.
So let's talk about some ways that our listeners can start protecting their peace, because it's important to have practical habits in place
Yeah.
to manage stress and prioritize things even when life is busy. So you're probably thinking like, how am I at all going to have time for anything else? But let me tell you, when you can prioritize doing things, even if it's small, even if 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your time can do something to manage your stress and to give yourself a little bit of peace, ooh, that goes a long way. And you'll find yourself being more calm, even in the stressful or chaotic times of the
Yes.
day,
Which,
because you've already taken time to give yourself that breath that you need. And so, and deep breathing is one of the things that we're going to talk
yeah.
about
And I
because we
think if
always do.
you learn and on purpose protect your peace, to me, it actually saves you time. Like it gives you back
Yeah.
your
Oh,
time because you're not spending hours ruminating over something. You can spend 5 minutes to center yourself, get grounded, and go, okay, here's what we can do
moving.
next. And you just saved
Yep.
yourself, sometimes days of ruminating on things.
Yes. I love that you said that, because that really, really hits home. How many times have we like just thought of something and kept stressing over something, and it literally takes over our
Yes.
life in every aspect of our day, because we're continuously thinking about this thing and trying to think about all the things instead of just like pausing for a second, taking a deep breath, and is like, what's in my control right
Mhm.
now? What can I do next? That's it, just one little step rather than like the whole picture. I feel like so many times we worry about this full picture and all these things that are out of our sight, because they're things that haven't actually
Yes.
occurred. you know, like all of the what ifs. I have to remind my girls of this, especially my youngest, because there have been things that she's been going through lately, college life, and it's one of those things I have to remind her, because she's thinking of all of these things like, what if this? What if this? What if you know what? We don't know about any of those things.
Exactly.
Rather than stress out, rather than freak out, let's just focus on, okay, well, what can I do right now? What are some action steps that I can take right this very moment, including deep breathing?
Yes.
That's
And
like
I like that you
just
said
do that to
action.
release the stress.
Action steps.
Mhm.
I like that. I mean, taking action, not sitting there and ruminating and thinking about it and oh my gosh, what if, we don't. I saw a thing once that said like 90% of the things that we worry about never happen. And it may have been
Mhm.
even higher than that, but it was like it really hit home when I read it because this has been years and years and years and years ago. And I thought, wow, that is so true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
So, okay, we better get into the habits because we can completely get sidetracked. So, I
Yes, yes,
think
yes.
three of my biggest ones are my morning quiet time. Like, that is important. My morning Bible study and prayer kind of goes together, and my journaling. Those right there, it really doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. Those are non negotiables for me. It may
Yeah.
be a shorter time depending on how busy I am, but it is non negotiable.
Mhm. Yep, absolutely. I agree. Having that morning routine, shorter on some days because,
Yes.
schedules change from day to day, but having a morning routine, especially that quiet time when you can think, you can pray, you can read, write, whatever it is, like in your
Yeah.
own little quiet time, it's so important. And I usually always do some sort of deep breathing first thing in the morning too. Just like, okay, letting my body like absorb all of the goodness and the oxygen, and just putting my body and my mind in a state of calm to start the day.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to wake up and be already stressed for the day, and so putting myself in a state of calm just to start the day is so extremely important. So I agree, but the cool thing is that deep breathing, we don't need anything for it. We don't even need a journal. Like journaling, like we talk about journaling or reading your Bible or reading a book or whatever. You need something for a lot of those things. Deep
Right.
breathing, you have all the time. All the time. You
Mhm.
literally have a nose or a mouth or both. Let's hope. And
Yes.
so do some deep breathing, because filling your lungs with oxygen and also intentionally thinking about calming your mind and your body while you're doing the deep breathing, it works wonders. It's so healing and so calming, and you can do it anytime. You can do it in the middle of the day. I mean, I wouldn't close your eyes to do deep breathing while you're driving. That's dangerous. But you could even do deep breathing while you're driving. If you're getting stressed out about the traffic, just take some deep breaths. And you know what? You can't control traffic. It is what it is. So enjoy the moment alone in your car or with whomever you're with, and take your deep breathing. Okay, so moving on. The movement, like getting outside and going for a walk. That is my big thing. I mentioned that earlier. If I get stressed out about technology and it's something that I can't control, I'm just like, all right, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm going for a walk outside.
Yes. And putting on music, uplifting music while you
Yeah.
walk is also very powerful.
Yeah. And even a podcast or something, like if it lifts your spirits, if it's giving
Yes.
you, like in reading a book, I love reading my books. I have different book series that I'm reading. I love mysteries with a little bit of romance thrown in there. I love that kind of stuff. It is my favorite thing. The mystery keeps me like wanting to read more. That's my happy place. I could listen to audiobooks or pick up a physical book if it's like some sort of a cozy mystery with some romance sprinkled in. Oh my goodness, that is it. And especially if it has something to do with like historical fiction or something like that. Oh my goodness, right there. That's my kind of book.
Yeah, you have gotten me hooked on audiobooks. I never used to listen to them, and now I rarely don't have one going.
Yeah.
It's
I listen to one while I'm getting ready in the morning, not while I'm in the shower, because my shower is like, that's my time with God. That's my prayer time.
Mhm.
My like God gives me these downloads while I'm in the shower. It's just my time, and I need it to be silent. So I don't listen to anything. No music, no audiobooks, nothing while I'm in the shower. But while I'm
Mhm.
getting dressed and my lotion and all of that stuff, that is when I listen to my audiobooks. That and when I go for a walk or if I'm in the car, I'm usually listening to audiobooks majority of the time.
I find them very calming, which I was kind of surprised, to be
Yeah.
honest. I was kind of surprised. I thought, "I don't wanna do that." Yeah, well, you have me hooked. So, that is definitely a
Yeah.
thing, and here's the thing, learning some of these habits is great.
Yeah.
However, you have to utilize them. So, taking a pause and noticing that you feel overwhelmed or chaotic or whatever it is, just that
Yeah.
pause,
Having that awareness. We're always talking
awareness,
about awareness,
awareness.
right?
You break the spiral.
Mhm.
I have spiraled into negative self-talk a lot, which sends me into chaos, which sends me into overwhelm, and I have learned to recognize it, and sometimes I out loud will say, "Enough."
Mhm.
Break the cycle and then move the spiral. Protecting your
Yeah.
peace means protecting everything, your calendar, your boundaries. It's honestly
And that's so important.
oh,
So important.
it is so important.
It's so It is, and it's okay to say no to something, even if it's a loved one asking you to do something. If if you are not 100% into whatever it is, if it doesn't align with your day or your life, it's okay to say no.
Yeah,
Especially if you're already stressed out about the amount of things that are on your calendar and you're like, I cannot even think about adding in one more thing, but your mom or your sister or a best friend asks you to do something for them or go somewhere or whatever, and you don't want to tell them no, so you try to squeeze it into your already packed day. No, that's going to stress you out even more. So you need to set those
yeah,
boundaries, and people will respect that. People need to respect that. I'm so sorry. I would love to do that, but I cannot do it today
right.
or whenever it is.
Eh
And it's okay to also delegate things to other people too.
yes, and
Have somebody else do it. If that's important to go to lunch or whatever with a best friend, but your day is packed, like, okay, well, let's see what I can delegate to other people so that I can go have that lunch because that's protecting my peace.
mhm,
So again, it's it is okay to set some boundaries and to delegate to other people. You don't have to do it all yourself, even if you feel like you have to, because
I
I
know.
know I'm one of those
And,
kind of
I don't know why this keeps coming up except maybe because school's starting, but if you're one of those moms that, like, helps out at school and you get asked all the time to do this or that or this or that, it's okay to say no. And I want you to reframe this a little bit. If you say no, You could be opening the door to somebody who absolutely wants to do that so bad. And if you say
Mhm.
yes, you've just robbed them of the opportunity.
Mhm.
When somebody told me that, I was like, "Oh my goodness, why am I saying yes to something that I don't love when there's somebody standing next to me that loves to do it? Please, you go do it." I
Yep.
So saying no, you could be blessing somebody else.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep. So, with that being said, is keep all of that in mind, and
Mhm,
also think about when was the last time you said yes when you really wanted to say no, or on the flip side, when was the last time you said no to something that deep down you really wanted to do and you knew it would be good for you, but your schedule was so busy that you were just like, "No, I can't do that."
mhm. And that may even be like saying no to hanging out with your girlfriends. You know it's gonna uplift you, and
Yeah.
yet you say no because the dishes need to be done. Who cares? They're still gonna be there. Go have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. And you know what? So one of the things too, and this brings up a good point of I have somebody that I know very closely who really, really wanted to join my chapter of my new women's community, the Rich Girl Network, and she has a lot of stressful things on her plate right now, but they're
Mhm,
not hers. It's other people's, but she's helping other people and is not going to move forward with this, even though it would be so good for her and she so wants to do it. You know that she wants to do it, but
mhm.
she's handling other stuff, taking on other people's things. And my heart breaks for that. So this is another thing that kind of triggered this topic too, because I'm like, we're all going through stressful times in life. But if we keep putting off the things that are good for us over and over and over again, like how many times have we been like, oh, I'll start that tomorrow, or I'll start that next week or next month, or in a different season of life or whatever. I'll start it in the spring or after retirement or after this, after that. Like if we keep putting things off that we know we really want to do and that would be so good for us and benefit us, but we're using our busy, chaotic schedule or all of our responsibilities as an excuse as to why we're not doing things, like that's not good. Not
No,
good at
no. And community. So what I hear you saying is community is so important.
all.
I had an epiphany when I was talking to Karen, and actually a little bit before that. I've been in network marketing companies for, I don't know, 20 years.
Mhm.
And I always looked at myself as a failure because I wasn't one of the top selling people.
Mm.
However, it occurred to me, it only took me 30 years to figure this out. So, is that I loved it for the connection and the community.
Mhm.
Now, I did have a lot of financial, blocks that you have helped me unblock, and Jenny has helped me unblock and release. Um, but the realization that what I missed was the community because I haven't been in that.
Mhm.
And that is what this is. The blue zone. You hear me talk about it all the time. One of the things they talk about in there is connection and community and not surface level. This is people that you can call when life is blowing up and you need somebody to verbally vomit on, and they can say, okay, now what do you want me to do? Do you want me to listen? Do you want me to fix it? Do you want me to give suggestions? If you just want me
Yep.
to listen, by all means, I'll listen. You can
Yep.
just spew it all out because women sometimes don't need a solution. Men, if you're watching, we don't need a solution. We simply need you to listen because we will talk ourselves to the solution.
Mhm.
And that is where women will support women and just say, bring it on, keep talking, keep
Yep.
talking, keep talking.
Yep.
So,
And have you noticed, like I noticed this, I was part of this group of ladies, and that's why I'm loving this new women's community because it gives people the opportunity to do this. When we were together, we would sometimes just share all of our problems that we had going on. And
mhm,
we were like no judgment. It like nobody was judging. And Others sometimes had some ideas for like, okay, well, let's look at it this way or whatever. But a lot of the time, we like just like you were saying about we come up with our own solution by talking it out, by saying it out loud, and by just having the support of other people. All of a sudden, we're like, oh, oh my goodness. And we
Yes.
just like come up with something on our own. And I find that like even an old job that I had, there was a couple of us that would get together and chat about different ideas and suggestions, and we would literally come up with so much greatness just because the two of us are going back and forth. And like I thought of things in that situation that I probably wouldn't have just come up with on my own,
Yes.
but it was because of the dialogue and the support and having each other to feed off of. And I couldn't believe how important that was. But the more that we're talking about this, the more that I'm realizing that anytime I've been part of some sort of a women's group, a women's community, we are all way more powerful
Yeah.
and we come up with so many amazing ideas of our own, but we wouldn't have come up with them on our own.
Exactly. You know
Isn't
what?
that
As you were talking, think about every big company, they have board
Mhm,
meetings. They have board
mhm,
meetings to brainstorm. Why don't
mhm,
women just get together to, hey, guess what? Life is a business.
mhm,
You get a bunch of women together and brainstorm and connect. Like you said, no judgment. Hey,
mhm.
pour it on. You may have somebody that goes, I went through that a couple years ago. This is what
Yep,
I found worked. That doesn't
yep,
mean you have to do it, but
mhm.
that person may save you a whole lot of anguish.
Right,
So,
and just knowing, "Hey, I'm not in this alone." Like, I have other people
absolutely
that have either gone through the same thing or that at least have my back. Like, that is huge.
huge. So, let me ask you, all you ladies that are watching, do you have somebody that you can call? Do you have somebody that encourages you? Do you have somebody that says, hey, you need to go take care of you and let everybody else take care of themselves? And I'm not talking about toddlers, I'm talking about those grown adults that you're trying to carry around. Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
don't
Who's out
hear what I'm
there
not saying,
noticing
but your
when you're
adult children can say that again, Carrie Marie.
is it who's out there noticing when you're struggling and
Exactly.
and talks to you about it, asks you how you're doing?
And truly says, how are you? Are you okay? I've asked that of people, even customers, and sometimes they look at me. One of them, and I remember it distinctly. I saw him and I was like, are you okay today? And he stopped and looked at me and he goes, well, yeah. I said, are you sure? And he went, how did you know? He goes, even my wife didn't notice when I left. I said, I see you every morning. It's pretty
Mhm,
obvious. It's like written all over your face. So, who do you have that will say, are you sure you're okay?
mhm. Are you really, really okay?
Are you really okay? And that
Yeah.
is why I'm so excited about this. I am so excited about this community. And actually, this just lit the fire in me again because that's what it does. It's the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, because every woman, every person, but especially 'cause we're talking about our women's community. So let's talk about women here. Every woman deserves a place that she can show up exactly as she is. No judgment, just being who she is, being
Yes.
crazy or weird if she is, being sad about something, being upset about something, doesn't matter. Being joyful about something, you can bring that to this community and have women there for you. I just every single woman deserves that
Yes.
because otherwise we're going through life alone. Even if we're surrounded by people, we're going through life alone. We don't have those people. I mean, sometimes we do. Sometimes we have those one or two people, and I am so grateful, Christine, that we have each other because we do check
Yes.
in with each other, like
We
really
do.
really checking with each other, and we are okay with venting to each other. But not everybody has those people in their lives, and that's why we're so excited to be able to bring you these women's communities to give you a place and a group that is there for you. Yes, there's coaching and there's training and resources and
Mhm.
tools and all of the stuff available to you so that you can work on your own personal development. Those are all just bonuses. I feel like the most important part is the community, the
Yes.
people
Do
you're
you
surrounding yourself with.
do you have a community of women that you can show up after you've been ugly crying for an hour and not feel like you have to put the makeup on? If you don't, you need this.
Yes.
Because that's what I want, is a group of women that will allow you to stay there for a short period of time and then say, okay, let's pick you up, let's get you moving. What's next?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can show up after you've been ugly crying.
Yeah, because we're all human, the chaos and all. And so we should be able to show up exactly who we are in the moment and have someone be like, I hear you, or yeah, me too, or I'm sorry you're going through that. It just being there and listening. So, all right, we are already over time. So let's quickly talk about some of the things that we wanted to talk with you about today are just some small resets that you can do throughout the day, because you shouldn't be waiting until. Don't ever say like, oh, I can't do that until after that, or until this. I can't relax until I'm on vacation. You can do
Yes,
little
please don't wait
mini.
till that.
Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Yes, please do not wait. No waiting. You can do mini resets throughout the day. And
Mhm.
again, join our women's communities, because we want you to be a part of this and have a group that can be there to support you. So,
Yes.
some little resets you can do throughout the day so that you're not waiting until vacation to relax. Take 5 deep breaths. Let's just do it right now, really quick. Ready? Breathe
Okay.
in. That literally took less than 30 seconds.
Yes, and if anybody popped in our recording at that point, they're gonna be like, "What in the world are those ladies doing?" But yes.
Drink a glass of water really
Mm.
quick. Just drink your glass of water.
This is Carrie Marie's favorite and my dog's favorite. Step outside for 5 minutes.
Hmm.
My
Even if you
dogs
don't
keep
go
me
for
on
a whole
track with
walk
that.
like I usually do, even if it's just stepping outside.
I a lot of times will take the dogs out and I'll step outside and stretch and breathe. So
Hmm.
that's the next one, stretch. So I will combine stretching, breathing, and stepping outside and
Hmm.
watching my crazy dogs. Or I will go outside and turn my Spotify onto a powerful song if I'm feeling sluggish and add that in.
Hmm. Yep. Sometimes I'll leave my phone, my computer, everything inside, and I literally just go outside with all
Mhm.
of the animals, and I'm just like, all right, it's playtime right now. I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine. I'm gonna enjoy time with Otis and the cats, and I'm just going to enjoy the moment for a minute, barefoot in the grass. Then I can come back in. It's just a little reset. It only takes a few minutes, but it's so good. It feels so good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is something that you and I do all the time.
Hmm.
We send messages to each other, whether it's a
Hmm.
text message. We usually use voice notes because then you can hear the other person.
Hmm.
But have that person or the community that you can send voice notes and say, "Hey, this is where I'm at."
Yeah.
And it can be an exciting one. Sometimes I've I've sent Carrie Marie messages where I'm like, "Ah, I'm so excited!" And oops, I just made all the dogs jump. So have that.
And you know what? Sometimes too, even if you send an encouraging message to somebody else, it actually helps lift you up. I actually just talked about this in my podcast last week. Also, if you're not tuning into my podcast, it's Holistic Mama Speaks. You can find it on all the podcasting things. But yeah, in my last week's episode, I talked about that, of like how when we're encouraging to other people, it actually lifts our spirits. It makes us feel good. So not only are you making somebody else feel good, but it's making you feel good too. And and the other thing too is writing down things you're grateful for.
Oh, yes.
If you focus your energy on gratitude and being grateful for something, all of a sudden, like, the stress of things seems to disappear, because all of a sudden you're grateful for something. And it's just so cool. It's literally like magic.
Yes.
Because
I heard on Caleb, what is one small thing that makes you feel rich? And I immediately was like, a hot shower. How many people don't get a hot shower? I'm grateful for my hot showers. I am grateful to stand in there and just, it's like I can hide in a little box all by myself.
Yeah. And I bet that we could all find, like, sometimes this stresses people out to think about this, but I bet we could make a list of at least 100 things that we're grateful for. And that
Yeah.
sounds like overwhelming for people. So, I mean, start small. Start with just writing one thing down or three things down that you're grateful for, but also think about why you're grateful for that thing. Like,
Mhm.
I always think about, okay, let's just say a pet, for instance. Okay. So, if you're so grateful about your pet, just think about why you love your pet so much. Like, maybe they make you laugh, or maybe they come and snuggle with you when they know that you're upset about
Mhm.
something. It That right there, if you just think about not only what you're grateful for, but why you're grateful for it, all of a sudden you'll notice you start smiling and you just start feeling good inside. And so it's literally something that can turn around your day and reset your day. If you're having a chaotic, busy, stressed out life, all of a sudden just really quick think about, what am I so grateful for? And it could be something like that's super obvious, like maybe you're grateful for your phone because you can be in touch with others,
Mhm.
and you can do so much on these things now. It's literally like a mini computer that you can manage your whole life through this little device. Maybe that's what you're so grateful for. Maybe it's you're so grateful for the sip of morning coffee. It's just so yummy. You feel it going down your throat and warming your body up and just making you feel good. Maybe you love the flavor of it. Think about those little things, but really think about it. Not just like, oh, I'm so grateful for my coffee. It's like, oh, I am so grateful for my coffee because of this and this. You'll
Mhm.
just notice all of a sudden your mood shifts immediately. And then you can tackle the rest of the day in a place of feeling good and gratitude. So, all these little shifts that we just shared with you are things that you can literally do at any time. Anytime.
Yes, because sometimes wellness isn't about adding more.
Hmm.
It's about pausing and noticing the small things.
Hmm. Yeah. Because, busy seasons in our life happen all the time. And sometimes we feel like every
Mhm.
season of life is busy. And that's okay. But we need to also be practicing peace
Yes,
and
because
reset.
it's not given to you, you create it.
Yeah. And it does take practice, especially
It
if you're
does.
not in the habit of doing any of these things that we've been talking about. You need to practice. Just start becoming aware, like, I'm stressed right now, or life is chaotic, or whatever it is. Notice that. And then, like,
Mhm.
okay, well, what can I do right in this very moment? Maybe it's just taking a couple deep breaths. Maybe it's taking a sip of that coffee or water, whatever it is. Think about what you can do in the moment to bring yourself peace. And small habits like that make a huge difference. You'll notice that your days start shifting from being this like chaotic day from start to finish. All of a sudden you'll notice, okay, so lots of things happened today. My schedule was still busy, but I actually felt good. I felt calm
Mhm.
because you started prioritizing, adding in these little habits of noticing when you're stressed and doing something about it quickly
Yes.
to release that stress. And just have a community to help you. I cannot stress this
I can't
enough.
either. It is
Having
so important.
Oh,
By the way, that's coming from a reformed lone wolfer.
yeah. Yep. Same. I used to be somebody who used to do everything
Yep.
alone and loved to do everything alone and had a really hard time asking for help or sharing anything with anybody. I would just keep it all
That
in
was
my own
me.
little bubble. That's not good. Not good at
Nope.
all.
I had somebody hold up
How
a mirror
funny
and
is
go,
that?
"You're a lone wolf." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I didn't realize it, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. So,
Mm.
anyway,
And most wolves are part of a
that's
pack.
right.
So we need to have our wolf
I was the
pack.
lone wolf over there going, "Nah, I don't need them." Starving and
Yeah.
wondering why I wasn't being protected. No, just kidding. Okay, so if you want to learn about our women's communities, simply ask.
Yeah. Just reach out, ask us, drop a comment, send us a message, whatever it is.
Yes. And you do not have to wait until life calms down to experience peace. Peace comes by
Yep.
choice, and it begins with
Yep.
one small decision and one intentional step.
Mhm. And protecting your peace is part of protecting your health as
Oh,
well,
absolutely.
because you cannot it's not good for your health to be living in a constant state of stress. And so you need to know that is not doing yourself any favors, your health any favors by staying in that state of stress.
No,
So you need to protect that peace and
absolutely.
prioritize that peace.
Yes.
So let's see. Next week, we're going to be talking about an experience with a transformational thing that we did, an experience. It was a
I know.
transformation.
We're gonna be talking about our results from a transformational
Yeah.
experience that,
And not
like,
just our results, but like our whole experience of what it is like
yes,
and what it means and what we're doing. So, anyway, we're excited to talk with you about that because we all need a little transformation, right?
yes,
So, all right. Well, I know we went over today, but we are talking about something so important. So, I hope that this resonated with you and I hope that it's helpful with you. And we will see you next week.
bye.